Here is my complete breakdown on how I hit an excellent throw in Pokemon Go. Let's get it. Hitting an excellent throw in Pokemon Go is one of, if not the number one most important skill that all trainers need to master in Pokemon Go. So before we dive into the tutorial, I want to kind of explain why hitting an excellent throw in Pokemon Go is so useful. And the main reason is for XP. The amount of XP that you can get by hitting a Pokemon using an excellent throw in particular, you get so much XP. When you actually break it down from just a regular throw to a nice throw to a great throw to an excellent throw, you're going to realize that the discrepancy between the great throw and the excellent throw in regards to XP is so much higher. You get 1,170 XP without using a lucky egg. That's the most amount of XP that you can earn when hitting an excellent throw. So that's why it's so important. Also, my second reason is because it's satisfying. There's nothing that is more satisfying to me in the game for when I throw a curveball at a Pokemon and I see the word excellent. There's nothing that makes me feel that much better, because it's just like, because you know that's a skill thing, and if you actually can master it, it will allow you to go so much further in the game. And then finally, little by little, a little becomes a lot. The more that you do this, the more XP that you will get. And as you can see in these two clips here, one clip is me doing a raid. Now, this was a raid that I did in New York City. It was, I think, the first global day. It was the first raid of raiding Necrozma for the day. And in this raid, it was my first catch of the day. It was a first catch hitting an excellent throw, and I ended up getting 18,000 XP. And then on this other clip, you notice that I'm just casually playing. I just went down the street from where I live, and I went to go play for 4 minutes and 40 seconds. That's how long it took for me to complete this raid. I'm showing the differences here because within the 4 minutes and 40 seconds of me just casually playing, I ended up earning 19,000 XP. And this is without a lucky egg. It was not my first catch of the day, compared it to when I did the raid, which was the very first raid that I did for that day, and it was the first catch of the day off of an excellent throw. I only ended up getting 18,000. So obviously, and it's not the best example between the two, but it just shows that within 4 minutes, less than 5 minutes, I almost got 20,000 XP. That is why hitting an excellent throw on a Pokemon is such an important skill to master. Now, let's go ahead and break down how I do this. Okay, everyone, here is how I throw an excellent throw in Pokemon Go. So I normally use my thumb, my right thumb in particular. So I touch the ball with the side of my thumb like this, and then I sort of do like this rotation, and this is me spinning the ball. And then when I'm ready to throw, I throw. You just bring the thumb out and then throw. So again, circle, 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 and you can do this for as long as you want. This is really good practice, really important to kind of wind up the throw. And then when you're ready, you throw it. Now, depending on the distance of the Pokemon will determine how far you throw it. So sometimes with a Pokemon like Rattata, it's obviously very close to me. So I'm not really going to like throw like that, like as if it's far away. I'm gonna try to alter the throw to make it more like this. As you can see, there's a little bit of a difference there. So the thumb technique, to me, I think it's also one of the faster techniques, to where you can just, pull the ball icon to the left, and then you throw, and then you can exit out as if that's the equivalent to the quick catch method. So that is how you throw with the right hand. And as you can see, again, you're rotating your thumb counterclockwise, and you're rounding it up, and then you're throwing. Now with the left hand, similar, but you're going clockwise. Again, you're gonna touch it on the side of your thumb here, and you're gonna rotate, 2, 3, throw. Now I'm not as dominant with the left hand compared to my right, so it's not probably gonna look the best in game, but it's just a simple rotation, and you can wind up the ball as much as you'd like, and then you throw. And that's really the concept of how it works in the game. Now, you can use the index and middle finger as well. For me personally, and the way I've seen other people do it, they kind of use, again, like the side. They use the side, but they sometimes will implement like the nail, if that makes sense. So like if I'm using my index finger, it's just a little, you kind of like like you're scratching something, I guess. You're not really scratching, but the main concept is that you're using your nail, which is a little bit different, but you're just rotating it again and you're throwing. Now, if you're using your left hand, this might not look as good, but if you're using your left hand, you're just throwing like that. Again, that's not the best. I don't really give the best presentations going left, but that would be the concept. Again, when you're usually throwing left-handed, I think it's better to go clockwise compared to if you're going right-handed, it's better to go counter. That's just from my experiences with playing the game, and that's what I think would be best for you. All right, everyone, so we're in the game, and I'm going to show you how this works in game. And we actually have the new event starting with new spawns. I'm actually really excited about that. I'll talk about that in a different video. But as you can see, we have Grimer right here. Now, a lot of people, they teach you to kind of lock in the excellent throw like that, and then you wait for them to attack, which Grimer's not going to do. But if Grimer attacked, you just throw in the middle of their like attack animation, and that works fine. However, as you can see, Grimer is not attacking, and I'm not somebody who wants to waste all my time. I might throw a Nanap Berry so it doesn't jump up and down, which would really help. And then when it's on the outer part of the green, on the very outer, I sometimes like to count to 3 seconds as sort of like my go-to guide on how I throw. So again, using the side of our thumb, I'm gonna lock in on the Pokeball, and I'm gonna start just practicing winding it up, just getting kind of comfortable. Then when the green hits the outer, I'm gonna count to 3, okay? So here we go. 1, 2, 3. And that's how you hit an excellent throw in Pokemon Go. Caught the Grimer. It's a lot of XP. So now we'll try C-Dot. There's a lot that's happening in the game right now. So again, we're gonna use a Nanap Berry just for practicing how to hit an excellent throw. Now the circle animation it's a little bit lower compared to Grimer, which is a little bit higher. So these are the things that you'll have to pay attention to when it comes to hitting an excellent throw in Pokemon Go. So as you can see here, I'm gonna go ahead and wind it up. I'll do the same thing. 1, 2, 3. Now I missed the throw, but if you pay attention to where the circle was, it was right where, if we would have connected, it would have been an excellent. And that's the key. And that's why I like the 3-second method, because if you practice it enough, you'll be like, okay, that was an excellent throw. Now that would have been an excellent throw if it connected. Now this time it didn't, and that's okay. That's going to happen. There are Pokemon that will be easier. There are Pokemon that will be a lot more difficult. Here's Coughing. So Coughing is a little bit tricky because it does like to move it does this little sway that it does, similar to Ghastly and how it sways. So you have to pay attention to that. But if you count the 3-second method, it should, when you throw on 3, it should be able to help you get an idea of where the excellent throw will be at. The excellent ring, the excellent circle. So here we go. We're rounding it up. 1, 2, 3. And you throw. Now, a lot of times, if I'm throwing pretty far away, you'll see the icon of hitting right here on the side of the phone. Now, if it's a Pokemon that's not that far away, you're not gonna see me throwing like way out here. It might be, here, if that makes sense. But again, same thing here with Paris. I missed the throw, but it would have been an excellent if it connected. Here are some general tips that I have that will help you master the excellent throw. The first tip that I have is use a Nanap Berry and use it often. The Nanap Berry or the Banana Berry as I like to call it, is a berry that you can use to help pretty much freeze your Pokemon. They stop jumping up and down, they stop attacking you, they're just sort of stuck there. And they don't swim from left to right if it's a water type Pokemon, or they don't fly up in the air if it's a flying type Pokemon. And that would be the best item that you can use to help practice hitting your excellent throws. And if the more confident you are with certain Pokemon, that's where you can use the Nanap Berry more often on them to ensure that you hit the excellent throw. It doesn't guarantee the catch, unfortunately, but it does help you at least practice mastering the excellent throw. The second tip that I have for you is always try to hit the excellent throw. This one's really important because the most amount of XP that you can get from a nice throw to a great throw to an excellent throw, there's a very far discrepancy between the two. When you hit an excellent throw, the most amount of XP that you can gain is 1,170. If you do that with the great throw, for example, or even like a nice, it's less than 200 XP. So there's such a wide gap. So you might as well try to hit the excellent throw no matter what. And the last tip that I have for you today, and this is gonna be kind of cliche and it's quite obvious, but don't give up. Don't be discouraged if you can't figure it out the first time. You just need to find a rhythm. For me, it was always using my right thumb and actually using the thumb technique to throw. That might be the technique for you, or perhaps you're somebody who needs to use the index finger. Wherever you have the most control on actually throwing a curveball throw, that's gonna be very important for you. But do not give up. You'll figure it out. It just takes a little bit of time. So here's a list of all the Pokemon that I think in general are pretty easy to hit an excellent throw. So if you see them in the wild, go ahead and tap on them, give it a throw, and see if you have any luck, especially if you are new to throwing a curveball throw, especially if you are new to Pokemon Go altogether. I think these Pokemon will be the easiest. This is my list for Gen 1. Here's Gen 2, Gen 3, Gen 4, which is only one, Gen 5, Gen 6, 7, and then 8. So that is a list of all the Pokemon where you can hit an excellent throw. I want to thank you all so much for watching, and if there are any additional tips or suggestions that you have to help other trainers master the excellent throw, please be sure to comment down below. I would love to hear from you. But as always, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for all the support that you've been giving me as I started this YouTube journey. I really appreciate it. It means so much to me. But as always, like, comment, subscribe for more content, and have a great day. Peace.
Oh boy.